Hi, thanks for being in a new video. How about joining me for a quick look at the OPPO Find N3 Flip versus Samsung's Galaxy Z Flip5. Let's get started. These are arguably the two most attractive foldables of the moment, each with their strengths and weaknesses. So let's give them a super quick tour. How about we start with the design, because they really do look very similar. At a glance, I think Samsung's device is a little bit lighter, but hey, these are differences really, minimal. Where we will find a very big difference will be in the proposal of the external display. As you know, OPPO has given much prominence to its vertical screen, not giving so much importance to the size, but rather to the shape, saying that applications will adapt much better to the vertical format because it is the format in which we generally use our cell phone. On the other hand, Samsung does not have a vertical screen but a larger screen, which will obviously have other virtues such as having more space to accommodate more elements, but applications must be optimized because if not, there are times when applications do not show their content well and the like. So, I think that in this sense I will agree with OPPO that it is easier to adapt an application in portrait format because it is the format that is generally used in devices. With respect to OPPO, also remember that this device has incorporated an alert slider that we do not see in Samsung's proposal. In this way, we can adjust, for example, if we want the device in sound, vibrato, or silent in a very practical way without having to turn on the screen. So, it seems to me another point in favor of the OPPO device. And also, in the photographic section, I think it will be where you can get to notice the superiority of the OPPO device over Samsung. And it is not only about the number of cameras. In Samsung, we have 2 cameras and in OPPO 3, but I tell you, it's not just about that. Here, the third camera is focused on zoom. So we have a better zoom, 2x. It is not a totally superior zoom, but we will have a better portrait quality, for example. Plus, all 3 cameras have autofocus support. So, also for macro shots, the ultra-wide camera can zoom in to 4-centimeter objects. While Samsung's camera falls much shorter, the ultra-wide camera has fixed focus, even though it's obviously going to have very good quality, but it does feel below OPPO's proposal at present. Now, does that mean that OPPO's device is superior in every way? No, obviously not. Remember that Samsung's device offers use, for example, IPX8 certification, so if it does happen to get dropped in water, it's going to hold up much better. And OPPO's device at the moment does not have this certification. You will decide as a user what you are going to give more importance, but it is certain that they are 2 of the best foldable of the moment. With respect to the internal screen, there is also another element that you may possibly consider key, and that is how much the fold is noticeable. In fact, the Samsung foldable has a much more marked fold in the screen area, unlike this OPPO foldable that seems to have a fold that is not so noticeable, a fold that goes more unnoticed. So, in this sense, I would also give the point to OPPO for managing to better conceal this section. Both have ultra-thin glass, as they usually call it, and ultra-curved glass. And another aspect where the Samsung device would give you a superior experience would be in wireless charging, because it does bring support for this feature, and the OPPO device sacrifices it in exchange for possibly incorporating the telephoto camera and other things, because in a device of these characteristics, space is very necessary and they have probably sacrificed that section. But well, it has been a very brief, very quick look at these devices. Soon we will make a much more extensive comparison of the camera, performance, and more, because in the processor we will also see completely different proposals. In the Samsung device we have the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 for Galaxy, and in the OPPO device we have the MediaTek Dimensity 9200. It will depend a lot on you as a user what you prioritize the device to. I think if you prioritize gaming, the Samsung device might give you superior performance, but I only say might because in this case I haven't tested it as such. I expect the OPPO device to surprise me because the MediaTek processor is always very powerful. However, in games it sometimes doesn't support higher graphic qualities, but we'll talk about that already in separate content. For now, it has been a very quick initial look at what these devices can offer us. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please let us know and we'll see you next time.